Hello, you beautiful, magical soul. I hope you are having a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, wonderful, joyful holiday season.
Are you having a holly jolly Christmas?
All entrepreneurs face unique challenges that come with being a business owner, especially when you are someone who is tuned into your spiritual journey, you have a higher calling, you feel your soul purpose, and you have more of a conscious awareness of the path that you're on and the inner knowingness within you. So today we are going to talk about that entrepreneurial path and the humanness that can kind of show up as resistance and blocks that keep us from that flow and alignment. As told by
The Grinch!
This is the Soul Abundance IQ channel. I'm Sarah Chapman. Thank you so much for being here with me. So, if you are a spiritual entrepreneur or energetic entrepreneur, as I like to say, it just means that you are someone who is in tune with your own personal energy and where that calling is taking you. It doesn't mean you have to be a Reiki practitioner or do psychic readings. You don't have to fit into any certain category of business. It just means that you are operating from that higher soul calling within you. And so most people in that category are starting with a soul calling and something that is trying to get their attention that this is your purpose. Your highest self is moving you forward towards something. And so you might get an idea or a nudge or a small, still voice within you, or maybe it's shouting at you. And even if you don't have complete clarity, you know that you have to answer the call and start to act.
The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea.
I know just what to do.
And most of us, with that soul calling and purpose, know that we want to create a really big impact for the people that we're here to serve and connect with. We want to make a change in the world by the work that we're here to do. And many of us are also drawn to activism for those causes that really speak to our heart.
Bleeding hearts of the world unite!
And so to get into alignment with where this calling is taking us, we have to grow exponentially. And this is going to take us to places that bring us richness and fulfillment and bounty in all areas of our lives beyond our wildest dreams. But first, we have to go into those deep, dark, scary places within us and really boldly go where few souls, where they rarely go. And this can really be exciting to that inner knowingness, but at the same time, scare the freaking pants off of us. And it's really a journey and a process of retraining our brains and really rewiring our thought patterns so that we can take that primal piece that's trying to keep us safe and create something new in our world. It can definitely be a hell of a wild ride.
We're gonna die! We're gonna die! I'm going to throw up, and then I'm gonna die! Mommy, kill it to Almost lost my cool there.
We may dig in our heels resisting because, especially as entrepreneurs tuned into our own spiritual journey, we may be called to do things outside of the norm. And we're called not to stay safe, not to play small, not to just go through life doing what everyone else is doing. And it can be very scary to step out into what we're called to do. And a lot of times we also have layers of mental programming and energetic blocks that can kind of hide some of those pieces from our awareness of where we're staying stuck or where we have resistance and attachment to the old ways of being, the old stories we've always lived, or the old stories we've always told ourselves. So this can cause an extra layer of resistance to releasing and shedding all of those pieces that are not going to serve us on the next leg of the journey.
All right, I'll go. But I'll be fashionably late. No, yes, no, yes. No, yes! Definitely not. All right, I've made my decision. I'm going.
And we usually have wounding we're here to transcend from this life, childhood, past life, collective conscious, ancestral lineage, all of these pieces that we are here to grow through and transform. And one of the very typical pieces of wounding that we're here to move through is the visibility wound and stepping out to be seen in our good work. And so often we have those subconscious programming running in the background of what happens when we step out, when we become visible, when we are seen. Are we going to be killed? What's going to happen?
I guess I could use a little social interaction.
Even when we've worked through all of those things, we may still find ourselves distracted, scrolling through Facebook, especially when we're getting ready to take an action or to move into a new way of being that will powerfully move us forward.
I asked for 3/4, not 5/8. Stay focused!
And on top of all of that, we have to run a business. We can't typically just hang up a shingle and expect people to start rolling in the door. We have to market, put ourselves out there, have conversations with strangers, and connect with our ideal people that we are here to serve with our unique and special gifts that only we are here to bring to the world. We also have to keep records and do our taxes and the back office pieces so that we can measure our results. On this journey, we also have to have a lot of self-care and all of these parts and pieces that go together. And while we may not love every single piece of this,
Hate. Double hate. Loathe entirely.
we still have to do it. And as great of an idea as it is to go ahead and turn over the parts of your business that are not your wheelhouse to somebody else who is their zone of genius, we still have to learn about all of the parts and pieces that go along with it. You have to be a part of your branding and a part of your content strategy. You have to be involved in how your Facebook ads are set up so that we're not abdicating responsibility for our business. But when we do surrender, or at the very least create the intention of surrender and release of those pieces that are no longer serving us, things really start to flow and you just get into alignment with your calling and what the universe is bringing to you just as you surrender and take those actions that your highest self is calling you towards.
Are you all right? Are you kidding? The sun is bright and the powder's burning.
As we move forward on our path, we start to bring in more of our vital force energy. This is energy that comes directly from source. It's that flow of life that is like an energizer battery, pumping us up more and more and more with the good, positive feelings and experiences and synchronicities that life just lines up for us. And we have more energy to do all of the things and be the person that we want to be. And we start to value our unique piece of divine source energy here in individual form, ready to be expressed in the way that only we can express. And we start to see the impact that we have on the world through each individual connection we have with the people that we're interacting with in every single day.
I gotcha, Cindy Lou!
You did it!
I hope this season can be a time for you to reflect on the past year and all that you have been and done and created through that, and to be present with yourself, to honor and celebrate yourself right now, and to look forward to the next year and set your intentions for who you want to be, what you want to experience, what you want to create in the world. And I hope you can take this time to be still and have that connection to your inner wisdom, your inner knowingness, gratitude, and surrender to the flow of life within you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being who you are and the journey that you're on. I so appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful and blessed holiday season. All the best.